Hi, I'm Euge Valovirta, and this one is about, like the heading says, EVH tones and mainly about the new Bout SDE-3000EVH dual digital delay. It's basically two legendary Roland SDE-3000s in one single housing and a quite a lot more, routing options and stuff. I'm gonna play you something from the for unlawful carnal knowledge. Then I'm gonna go through the signal chain and some, things what you can do with this one. All right, long live King Ed. I made a mistake. Well, that happens. So yeah, it's pretty wide sound, right? So how I'm running this now and what is the signal chain? It comes with a great manual where there's a lot of routing options, and Pete Thorne has done an amazing video about this, very detailed and in depth. But I didn't found this kind of routing in the manual, and I'm not sure if Pete did that too. Maybe I just wasn't paying enough attention. But anyway, how I routed this. So the basic signal chain is what I always have. Guitar, pedal board. I have their 808 screamer. There's no drive. The tone is almost maxed, and the level just push the 5150 a bit tighter feeling. I just like the feeling, but it's not adding any gain really. Well, it's adding because it's boosting the preamp too. Anyway, then into the amp. Then the amp goes into this time a Marshall 9060 BX cabinet with greenbacks, like what I used, and a miking one of the greenbacks with single SM57 and a SC Electronics VR1 ribbon mic. Then those mics are summed in there with a radial 2-to-1 summing box. They go into one input of my Warm Audio's microphone preamp from the warm audio's mic pre goes to audio interface, and then one track in Logic. Cool, because they were summed. Okay, that's like as basic as it is. Cool. How I routed this? 5150 has a preamp out in the back. So one cable, this one, from the preamp out. So very quiet signal because it's just a preamp. It's before power amp, before effect loop. I assume effect loop is between the preamp and power amp section, but I'm not using the effect loop. So preamp out into the input of this one. Cool. Then left out from the delay goes to my audio interface, one channel, and I pan that hard left into what you hear. Cool. And then right out goes to the third channel, third input of my audio interface, and that I panned hard right. You know, hard left, hard right, and the dry sound is dead center. Okay, and since the signal is now coming from the preamp, so there's no cabinet, so it sounds like shit. What I have there, what I've done is I put it a STL Tones Libra, IR loader, IR mixer on both of the channels that comes from this, and I have there York Audio's IR of a similar or same cabinet what I have, 9060BX with greenbacks, and I chose an IR that was with one single SM57. It's pretty close to my real cabinet. It's not as, you know, real deal is always real deal, but it works really great with this application. So what I have now is basically wet, dry, wet rig. And on this one you can choose the green presets. They are like wet, dry, wet rig, but because I'm routing this a little bit unconventionally, so I'm using the red presets, which is a stereo out, because it's a stereo out. So I'm getting two wet signals from this one that I panned hard left and right. And that's not all, because it's really wide now. What I have there is a Eventide 8949 Harmonizer plugin that I've set on these wet channels. And I've adjusted the pitch a little bit differently. I can't remember what they were now. I'll put a picture there so it makes it even wider. And again, the amp, the center signal is completely dry. There's nothing. So on the delay settings, there's the delays. This is preset number 1, what I was using, and then I've widened them even more to get this for unlawful canon knowledge sound with the two like mono units of that, because the H949 was originally mono unit. I had the H3002, but this was easier because now I have just two mono units of that H949. You can run that in stereo too, but I'm kind of using like the original way. So let me show you what happens when I take the harmonizers off. First the right one. Then that was the left one, now the right one. The delay still make it wide. Let me put them back one by one. First the right, then the left. Cool. Okay, both harmonizers on. Let's continue with the FUCK material. Now I'm having the preset number 1. Let's switch to preset number 2. Shorter delay times. Goosebumps. It's sounds. I don't know how this. I bet it will translate to you. Man, the sound is huge. You know, like Van Halen. The playing is whatever, but you know. So cool. Okay, then let's check out what are those. So preset number 3. It's a very short one. This is kind of longer slap, but let's stay at the preset number 3. I'm gonna keep the harmonizers off because what I'm about to play, I don't think it has that, but anyway, now I have it because it sounds so good. All right. Now the shuffle is hard to play without drums, and you know, it was whatever. I haven't played it in a while, but that was my interpretation of Hot for Teacher. Yeah, so this shorter delay works really well with that. Okay, let's try something from that album too. That's a chorus, CD5. man, it feels good to play. It's I can't understand why Eddie went with the wet dry wet. It's it's pretty addictive. Okay, let's take the chorus off, put a phaser on, and kind of the slap back. That I'm gonna need to change the pick because I've been playing so hard. So that was a brand new pick, but you know, when you're excited, you tend to hit strings pretty hard and do those scratches. So it's like, yeah, a couple of really deep ones. Okay. Okay, let's take the left harmonizer off and play something from a second album. So now the sound is a bit more narrower, and I have the slap back. That was just from the hip. Okay, what else from the... yeah, this one. Okay, yeah, I mean, wow, it's hot here. It's getting hot in here. I'm excited. Absolutely fantastic delay pedal. And like I said, Python has a great video. The manual is downloadable from the website. There's a lot of routing options. You can have expression pedals. You can use it as a mono delay, like traditional way in the effect loop. You can use this with amp modelers. Different ways to combine. There's mono in, stereo in, sends, returns, left delay out, right delay out, try out, express. You name it, a lot of options. I just used the 4 EVH stereo presets, which, at least to me, at least playing Van Halen, that's all I need. And if I would have a kind of physical, you know, wet dry wet rig, which this is, but this is just done differently. Wow, amazing stuff. Hey, conclusion. Absolutely great delay. You don't need any more 2 SDE-3000 complex routing stuff. You can do this wide Eddie Van Halen thing with just one pedal. Absolutely great. Check out the links in the description. So I borrowed this from Musics. Thank you, Musics, for borrowing. They just got a you know, bunch of these. So go there, you know, you can buy, or whatever is your preferred, you know, website where you buy stuff. I put the links to Pete Thorne's video also, and to Boss's website, you know, if you wanna have more information, because this was just a scratch for Eddie Van Halen presets. Great stuff. Thanks for watching. Until next one, take care. Bye.